Kia ora and welcome to the Daily Flight in Sparrow Warfare, the upcoming game from Neon Aurelius. I'm Sweet Tunes and I like playing computer games. I particularly enjoy doing beta testing, playtesting games to help developers find the kinks, find the bugs, find the quirks, so that when the game gets released out to everybody, it is as great as it can be. If you want to know more about Sparrow Warfare, then jump into the Steam link below, check out the wiki, get it on your wish list, and look out for future announcements. Right, today's flight. We are in the way of song, so the idea here is that we are building up song on our birds, which we can then use to attack, to defend ourselves, to hit the boss, whatever wild tiles we've got in our hand to help us there. Our modifiers today, we've got Glintz, which is a new modifier. I think we've seen it once before, and this starts us up with 3 frost tile wild tiles. So these are the wild tiles that help us freeze our birds, which is very handy if you've got a whole heap out, because you've been drawing them out to use song, and you don't particularly want to face all of their attacks. We've got rare flight, so when we're getting our rewards, opening up our birds, we've got chance to get better chance to get the rare tiles, and that pairs very nicely with Tit-for-Tit, because every time we get a wild tile in those rewards, we will get a copy of it. The only thing we have to watch out for with Tit-for-Tit is that we don't end up stuffing our hand full of wild tiles and meaning we actually can't play anything, because you always still need at least one of our hand tiles to be able to play out wild tiles. So we have our usual attack pathway. Take out Sister Claws. Going to discard down that little attack because I'm just going to do a 2, 3 and a 4 on the defense, just to help build up a little bit of defense as we bring out other birds for way of song. Or we don't bring out any birds. Well, okay, little bit disappointing, but we can at least discard down some of our hand. Debating. Might take out Calm as well at this point. And a chance, hopefully we'll draw at least a couple of birds. No, only Howl. But yeah, I want to build up some of that song so that we can use Disco Fiasco at the start and take the boss down a little bit. And with Howl frozen, I don't need to worry about defense. Okay, so now Howl and Lonely Lois. Build up a bit of defense and attack at the same time. And in fact, didn't really need to worry about that with a 2, 3 and a 4. Take out Lois as well. And again, get rid of our slightly lower tiles, free up some space. Okay. Now, this one's interesting because not got a huge amount of attack. So I'm going to see what we can get with our birds to help, and of course we'll get a double of our tiles. So I'm just going to grab Magic 9 Ball because this is rather fun. So I'll get a double for that with Tit-for-Tit, so that one goes into my hand. But also, whatever I use with Magic 9 Ball, one of my tiles, one of those lower defences, I get 2 copies of that. So that is incredibly handy. And yeah, I think we'll just use that Sing Starling to boost defense up. It's not going to do much with the song, but I've got another one coming. And there we are. I think at this point I do want to use that shock and claw, because we'll freeze everybody. That's a lot of defense that I would need otherwise. And for those that are properly frozen with the song, playing song actually also hurts them, so let's do a little bit of attacking here. Oh, draw a tile for every opponent. That's handy with our lot of birds on screen, so we can get another 4 tiles in. And get that again. I don't particularly want to use these higher defense tiles. Not when I know we've got at least another bird coming out, and these are going to unfreeze again. But I can get a crescendo. That is very nice. So that will actually. There's Chicka's Khan that now I actually have to do something with. Oh, well. Oh, we'll have to grab another bird. Can't defend against Chickas at the moment. Grab another Sing Starling, they are always very handy. And boost that defense up. Again, very nice. Take out Papa Hawk anyway. But with a 2, 3 and a 4, and then I just want to build up a little bit more song on Beekeeper, so wanting something to do more with that those seeds, and I can't really do much if either attack. So there we go. Gets they're the low value song tiles, but that's still not a bad thing. Again, hit the Beekeeper for another 40, so we're very nicely taking the Beekeeper down even before he's woken up. And given I don't actually have anything to do with the song, I think I'll just leave that there. Get one. There we go. We get the attack with the song value. So build this up, and then I can do this with the lower value defense tiles. So build up our defense against that and take Beekeeper down again. Right. Actually, we'll start with a 3-4. Now, this is the point where I'm going. I'd rather freeze the Beekeeper, because otherwise I'd have to do a lot to pick up the defense, so I might as well freeze them, and then I don't have to worry about it, and I can get rid of those low value tiles. Okay. And again we'll freeze him. this is taking him down. At this point we'll just try and draw out some more attack tiles. Okay. So what I can do here is build up my defense a bit more and weaken the beekeeper, so reduce down the beekeeper's attack by the 8 of the song, and that's nicely defended myself. Shoma couldn't get the last 11 attack, but we should be able to take him out this round. Yeah, do 2, 3 and a 4. And then just use up the defense to attack the boss. I'll take him out. Just in that head off onto the next screen, and I say I'm finding this a lot nicer than I found the last 2 sets of modifiers. It's quite nice to not be struggling, at least in the first round, to get through like I was yesterday. Again, we can straight up freeze the Shrike, which means that building up a decent amount of song here, and with a 2, 3 and a 4, might as well not use up the nice 5. Decent hit on the falconer while he's asleep. And again, oh, in fact, we'll do this the other way around. If we draw the tiles, because that way if we do get another bird coming out, we didn't, but could have added song to them as well. Discarding that one, but I'm going to leave those 3 2s because they are at least a set, so if I don't get any other defense tiles, which I didn't, I've got at least that. 3 4s are worth 12. Get rid of that low value song, because I can't use song on Feathers Fall at the moment because he has earplugs in, which is frustrating. And those were not particularly handy, but I'll grab another Sing Starling. Because actually what I can do, because I know I've got an extra one of those, I will just use up that Sing Starling to take out Feather Fall. Just play those out because I'm definitely going to need those. Getting lots of Sing Starlings. Not complaining because they are a decent amount. But what I'm going to have to do here with the Disco Fiasco, well, in fact, I might as well do this way around then. Oh no, no. Like this way, because I need to be aware if I started with a run on the attacks, or if I had the Disco Fiasco later on in that run, then the Abyss would get taken out, and I wouldn't be hitting the falconer for nearly as much. That should freeze Harbinger down. Keep my cold snap until I absolutely need it. Okay, falconer has now woken up. And given the falconer is about to attack me with fire, now I will use that cold snap because the first couple of hits will take out Harbinger, and I can freeze the falconer and avoid that fire attack. And keep my shock and claw for later. Get some more tiles and build a bit of defense. Not enough at this point, but an extra 15 will do it. 23, 28, yep. Not getting a good amount of attacks here, which is a bit annoying. So I think we'll see what help we can get from Papa Hawk. Well, get the viral tweet, and then we can have a bigger pick of the tiles, but that's still not getting us much on the attack, so we'll have another go. Oh, we'll keep hold of that bird bath. Obviously not use it now, but we'll use that next turn. So I think at this point we'll leave that there. Okay. Remove that burning. Still not a huge amount that we're actually able to do with the song, which is a bit annoying. But hey, we get our glitter bombs. Huzzah! Okay. So at this point we'll boost up the song, and then if we start with a drop at the start of the run, then it sits at a 2. And now, nicely for next turn, got a glitter bomb going off for 105. And our second glitter bomb coming out straight away. That's pretty cool. Still going to need 28 defense. And I think best way I can do this, because I've got my other glitter bomb coming out, so I'll build up some more song. Freeze all the opponents, because whilst it doesn't actually matter a huge amount for the birds on screen, it does matter that I can freeze the falconer. And then let's do it this round. I'm just going to discard my snowball, because that way the magic 9 ball isn't going to hit that nice tile. It gives me a healing one, which might be handy for next turn. So now we've got 190, I think it was 105 under that one. Yeah, 190 going off now. There we go. Pretty handy amounts to take down the falconer, and I've got my second bird bath now coming out. Unfortunately, this is the challenge that we now have, because I've got a hand that is absolutely full of wild tiles and not amount of actual tiles to be able to play against them. Right, here we go. I'm just risk losing my bird bath. I hope I don't with that magic 9 ball. Now lose one of the sing starlings and get a peacock's pride instead. That's not a bad exchange given how many sing starlings I've got. So do this lot and right, draw up some more song tiles. That's a bit of a pain. Should have played that the other way around. I only got 2 song tiles instead of 3, but I can at least boost this. I know I'm still going to need a decent amount of defense. In fact, we shall see what we can get now. Oh! You see, what I should take is Graceful Soar. What I want to take is Octave. Yeah, we'll play the dangerous game and take up Octave alongside Viral Tweet. This nicely is now going to give another 27 onto song when I build that. It's still not enough to take out the Falconer straight away, so I still, at this point, will need some more defense. I'll grab Crescendo for next time. We go defend for 10. That's useful. So we'll grab that bit first. And keep fingers crossed that Sacrificial Goose doesn't take my Crescendo. It could still do it. And unfortunately that's not enough. I didn't do my maths. We'll take a Magic 8 Ball, get 2 of those, and yeah, we'll take a Cold Snap, because then I can just attack and I don't have to worry about those last 3 points. I'll get another Calm. Right. So I think that will very nicely take out the Falconer. And there we go. Oh, that's good. We can set the octave going a lot higher, a lot sooner. At this point I'm defended against Hannibal, so I'd like to at least get something I can do with the song, with more birds on the screen. So let's see. We'll draw out some more tiles. Brilliant. So again, boost up the amount of song that's on the birds, and Incidentally, all the song that is on the poacher, because now I can again build that up a bit and take them all out at once. 155 attack is not a bad start. Now let's see if we can get that glitter bomb coming out too. Use up that home to roost. And use up one of my calms because at the moment I don't need that. Just avoid the fire attack altogether is useful. So I get Cheap Trick out, which is defended against my song. That's a bit frustrating. Let's see what Magic 8 Ball gives us. Well, it gives us a bird bath. And frustratingly, I'm going to have to use that Peacock's Eye. Last round with octave for the moment, although I do have another one in here. And absolutely nothing I can do to hit the... take that one last point off of Cheap Trick, and if I don't, it's going to heal not just himself or herself, but the poacher as well. So I think, let's see what we can get. Actually, even that's not going to work. Waste one of those bird baths. Actually, I'll do that. Waste the other bird bath as well. I can get that coming around. That freezes Cheap Trick and takes them out. And now, just with the 106 on the the poacher. That's a decent glitter bomb for a couple of rounds' time. And I've still got another glitter bomb, as long as I get the song out. Let's... I think glitter bomb's quite a low value, so I will just do the attack each opponent. Get another solo defense for a valuable song. That's not bad. Could come in handy. Right. Now, at this point, going to be needing to discard all of these tiles anyway. So we'll give us another itty bitty glitter bomb, because I do not want the poacher destroying those nice tiles. Cool. So I'll start off with a multiply this lot up. Right. Do 2, freeze him up, and then attack him and get another wild tile. And see if we get any birds coming out this lot. No, we are getting birds very nicely taken down, but I would like, particularly with the amount of songs that I'm getting to build up here, it'd be nice to get something to do with it. Hail Mary is fun. Particularly at this point. Because I'm going to take this as a decent gamble. Because now the poacher is down to 81, and with the bomb going off it's 40. So as long as I don't completely stuff up, which I might have done, but build up some song. See if we can do anything. Grab another magic 9-ball. But I'm going to use the calm to weaken the poacher. Lose my sacrificial growth, but that means I can keep my Cobra frozen. So what I now have to do next turn, no matter what, is get rid of that fire, because otherwise my Hail Mary will have done for me. There we go, here's the bird bath. Brilliant. So we'll just boost that lot up. Because so I need another 10 song on the poacher. So let's see what we can get out of our birds. Ooh! Let's grab the pecker, because hopefully I can draw out a 10 song and a sing starling with that. So that 10 song and a sing starling means add those together and take the poacher out.
Fly free, little sparrow.
Even didn't have to face 2 of our birds. So, not bad at all. Yeah, certainly a lot less frustrating run than the last couple of days, even if I didn't quite make it under 30 minutes. So hummingbird flight for the under 45. But yeah, decent score, and I'm enjoying playing with the different frost wild tiles as well, and the balance up of how you get to freeze the birds tactically to avoid their attack. So I hope you enjoyed watching that, and I will see you next time. Kia ora.